Welcome to our exploration of forgetting and memory challenges. Have you ever wondered why sometimes, no matter how hard we try, certain memories just seem to slip away? Or why we can remember completely insignificant details while forgetting crucial information? In this video, we'll dive into these perplexing questions and uncover the science behind memory failures. From Hermann Ebbinghaus's famous forgetting curve to the mysteries of psychodynamic theories on repression, we'll explore various fascinating concepts. We will also tackle the everyday issues of encoding failure and interference, and how they affect our ability to recall information. By understanding these theories and phenomena, we can grasp not only how memory works, but also why it doesn't sometimes. Join us on this educational journey as we unravel the complexities of memory and discover how to better retain and retrieve information for our daily lives and academic success. Let's start with the forgetting curve, a concept introduced by Hermann Ebbinghaus. This curve shows how information is lost over time if we don't make efforts to retain it. Have you ever noticed that details from a lesson or a chapter start to fade just days after you first learned them? Ebbinghaus's research highlighted this phenomenon by graphing how much information people forget over specific periods without any reinforcement. At first, the forgetting is steep, but it eventually levels off. This means that the rate of forgetting slows down after an initial rapid decline. Understanding this curve helps us recognize the importance of review and practice in retaining information over the long term. By planning regular study sessions and reinforcing what you've learned, you can combat the natural tendency to forget and improve your memory retention. Next, we'll discuss encoding failure. This occurs when information fails to be stored in our long-term memory, leading to forgetting. Consider the times you've met someone new and within minutes couldn't recall their name. This is a classic example of encoding failure. The information was either not attended to effectively or was not encoded deeply enough to move into long-term storage. Imagine trying to recall the details of a lecture you didn't fully pay attention to. Chances are, little to nothing will come to mind. Encoding failure is a fundamental challenge because it's the first step in the memory process. If we fail here, the information is lost and cannot be retrieved later, no matter how much we try. Understanding encoding failure helps us identify the importance of attention and effortful processing in daily life, ensuring that critical information gets the storage space it needs. So, the next time you struggle to remember someone's name or key details from a class, think about how well you encoded that information initially. Now let's explore interference. This phenomenon can be divided into two types: proactive and retroactive interference. Proactive interference occurs when old information hinders the recall of new information. For example, if you're used to an old phone number, you might find it challenging to remember your new one. On the other hand, retroactive interference happens when new information makes it harder to recall old information. Imagine you've recently moved to a new address. You might find it difficult to remember your previous address as new memories overwrite the old ones. Understanding how these types of interference work can give us insight into why we sometimes struggle to remember things, even when they seem important. Let's talk about retrieval difficulties. Have you ever experienced the tip of the tongue phenomenon? This is when you know something, but you just can't recall it at the moment. It's a common example of retrieval difficulty, where memories that are stored in our brain temporarily become inaccessible. These retrieval challenges can be frustrating, but they highlight the complex nature of how our memories are stored and accessed. Sometimes, even though the information is right there in our brain, we fail to retrieve it when we need it the most. These moments of temporary inaccessibility remind us that our memory systems are intricate and not always under our conscious control. By understanding these phenomena, we can better appreciate the complexities of our cognitive processes and perhaps develop strategies to improve our memory retrieval. Moving on to psychodynamic theories on forgetting. According to these theories, forgetting can happen due to repression. This is where our ego pushes distressing memories out of our conscious awareness to protect our emotional well-being. Sigmund Freud, a key figure in psychodynamic theory, proposed that these repressed memories are not lost, but remain in our unconscious mind, influencing our behavior. While not all psychologists agree with Freud's ideas, the concept of repression helps explain why some traumatic experiences may be difficult to recall, or why we might unconsciously avoid thinking about certain events. Understanding these theories gives us insight into how our mind navigates complex emotions. Let's look at memory inaccuracies and their intriguing effects. These phenomena highlight how our memories can be distorted or misattributed. For example, the misinformation effect occurs when misleading information is incorporated into our memory of an event, leading to false recollections. Then there's source amnesia, where we forget the origin of learned information, leaving us uncertain about where, when, or how we acquired it. Finally, the sensation known as déjà vu, a feeling of having already experienced the current situation, can also lead to memory inaccuracies. These examples demonstrate how our minds can play tricks on us, emphasizing the complexities of our memory systems. Understanding these effects is crucial for recognizing the fallibility of our recollections, which plays a significant role in various fields, from eyewitness testimony to personal narratives. Finally, we'll explore constructive memory and reconsolidation. Constructive memory is the process by which our brains reconstruct memories each time they are recalled. This means that each time we remember something, we might unintentionally alter details, leading to potential inaccuracies. Reconsolidation, on the other hand, is the process through which these altered memories are stored back into long-term memory. This continuous cycle of recalling and modifying memories can impact the reliability of our recollections over time. Understanding this process is crucial, as it illuminates why some of our memories might change or fade altogether. With this in mind, let's delve deeper into how our brains manage to maintain and manipulate the memories that shape our experiences and knowledge. Let's take a moment to recap the key concepts we've covered in our exploration of forgetting and memory challenges. We started with the forgetting curve, which illustrates how information fades over time without retention efforts. We then looked at encoding failure, where information never fully makes it into long-term memory. We discussed interference, both proactive and retroactive, and how old and new memories can clash. We explored retrieval difficulties, like the frustrating tip-of-the-tongue phenomenon. Psychodynamic theories provided insight into how repression pushes distressing memories out of our awareness. Memory inaccuracies demonstrated how our recollections can be distorted or misattributed through phenomena like the misinformation effect and déjà vu. Lastly, we delved into constructive memory and reconsolidation, showing how recall reconstructs memories, potentially altering them. Understanding these concepts is crucial for grasping the complexity of memory and the challenges of forgetting. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Thank you for watching. We hope you found this exploration of forgetting and memory challenges insightful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Sharing this video will help even more students tackle these fascinating psychology topics. Stay tuned for more AP psychology content and deepen your understanding of the mind and behavior. See you next time.